Khajiit got your back.
Still here.
You must be the benefactor of this collection. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Avram Shazir. Aryan hired me as a guard for the museum. He felt the exhibits were in need of more security, and now that I see the collection, I understand why. You have enough here to take over an empire. Just don't tell the Imperials I said that. If you need anything, let me know. Nothing much to report. People are behaving themselves. Aryan runs a tight ship around here, and all the patrons seem rather pleased. Fair winds to you.
Huh?
Khajiit got back. If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them. You're taking us somewhere warm, I trust. Khajiit guards your...
Still here. I've got your back. I'm right behind you.
Yes? You need something?
Oh, my friend, I have a fantastic opportunity for you, and it has only a small window of opportunity to pursue. I was contacted by a relic collector in the province of Elsewhere who is in possession of the Staff of Indaris. He has offered to donate the staff to the museum for safekeeping. He worries that the staff could fall into the hands of the Thalmor, and with all the struggles occurring there as of late with Thalmor occupation and the local resistance, he needs someone such as yourself to retrieve the artifact personally. Do you think you are up to it? Phenomenal. The only way out of Skyrim is to follow the way of the moon path. This is an ancient and secret method of travel held by all Khajiit, which guides them back to the main. There is supposedly a caravan readying itself for departure in Falkreath. If you find them, you could barter passage to Elsewhere. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I have come across a rare discovery indeed. I got word of a unique relic and was able to procure it from the seller. Use it if you wish, or place it on display.
Khajiit guards your back.
Yes, I'd imagine with all these relics you're finding, you must be bringing back lesser items tenfold. I think I may be able to help you with that, though. I have many contracts in the trading world, in case a rare or unique artifact surfaces. I can make arrangements to liquidate your surplus spoils. I would most likely only be able to get about 30% of the value of the item to start, with the merchants willing to pay a bit more after we've proven the worth of your goods. Also, the merchants would like to see in person any enchanted items you are made if they are able to pay premium for them. So, continue to sell those yourself, but they will purchase any found relics with enchantments, sight unseen. Very well then, just put anything you want sold into the sell cart in the safe house, and every day I'll see to it that some of the items get sold off. And I'll put the proceeds of the sales in a lockbox on the desk by the safe house door. I'll start selling things off in a few days, so you have plenty of time to sort through your wares. Greetings. Yes, indeed. I wanted to discuss a proposal I have for you regarding the museum and your profession as a relic hunter. There have been many people inquiring about potential work here as of late, spurred on by your success, as it were. But I feel that many of them may have potential to assist us in uncovering more relics and lore. My idea was that we could form a guild as such here at the museum, call it the Explorers Society, and members could combine their efforts and collaborate to investigate more ruins, uncover more legends and lost lore. The fruits of any labor sponsored by the guild would be displayed here. This could take some workload off of you and provide a new source of people and information that you could utilize on larger ventures. What do you think? Fantastic. I'm very excited about getting underway. I would say that perhaps the best arrangement would be to have you as Guildmaster, and I would take the role as Chief Librarian to gather the collective knowledge, which would also help benefit the museum and allow me to continue my work here while still aiding the growing guild. I would start with writing the guild charter for your approval, while you could start with the construction of the guild house. I've already gotten permission from the Blue Palace to build a small building behind the palace, connected to the museum by way of the hot springs, and I have already drawn up plans for it. Once the building is completed, you could undertake recruiting new members, and I could direct possible applicants to you as well. I'll start work right away, and have a workbench set up out back for you to start on the guild house. Let me know when you have finished so we can take the next steps. I've also made arrangements for Huron at the mill outside of Solitude to sell you some lumber at a discount.
I've got your back.
Well, here in the Hall of Heroes is where you should place any artifact of magical or historical nature. The Daedra Gallery, of course, is where anything related to the Daedra should go. And the Hall of Lost Empires is where you should display any and all items of Dwemer or Falmer nature. The armories you can display as you see fit. Lastly, the Gallery of Natural Science. If you bring some samples of flora and fauna, you can build fauna displays and plant the flora. Oh, really? Well, it's entirely possible that the artifact may have moved from there. I'll continue to do some more research. In the meantime, here's another possible artifact you could look into.
Oh my, that's beautiful. It's fantastic. You really recovered all this yourself, did you? Simply amazing. Henry could spend all day in here.
Be careful.
Oh wow! Oh, it's so neat! I just love all these weapons and armor. They're so amazing!
You are taking us somewhere warm, I trust.
I'm right behind you.
Taking us somewhere warm, I trust.
I'm right behind you.
Wait there, citizen. I'm sorry, but the museum is closed to the public at the moment. Oh, you're the proprietor of the collection here. Good. Orion told me I should be expecting you eventually. There's been a situation at the museum, and Orion has called in the priest of Arcade to assist. I'm Brother Icar. Well, no one, but rather that's what we're trying to find out. You see, the museum is apparently plagued by a ghost of some kind, and it's beginning to unnerve the patrons and Orion himself. Therefore, he closed the museum to the public until this can be sorted out. It's uncertain at this point. Most spirits merely have some unfinished business that preoccupies their minds and souls, binding them to Mundus. But they can become rather testy if not appeased eventually. Well, you know the museum better than most. I'll need some help discovering the spirit's reasons for being here. There are almost always clues to the spirit's motivation in the place that they choose to haunt. Also, if something goes awry, I'd prefer to have someone capable on my side. The ghost is most active at night, according to Orion, so we should return here at nightfall, say around 9, and see what we can discover. I'll be ready at nightfall. I'll be ready at nightfall. I'll be ready at nightfall. I'll be ready at nightfall.
Them. I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Excellent. Let's see what we can discover. I'll have a look around the main hall while you investigate the library. Look for anything you think is out of place.
Still here. I've got your back. I've got your back. I'm right behind you. Still here. I've got your back.
You're taking us somewhere warm, I trust.
Still here.
Hey!
What's the hurry? I'm right behind you. I've got your back.
Did you find anything? Ah, yes. This is a personal letter from Lord Macnarian to his wife. Niles Macnarian was the benefactor who paid for and oversaw the entire construction of this very building. It looks as if the seal was broken a long time ago, perhaps delivered and then recovered by the original sender. Whatever its fate, the letter seems to definitely have something to do with the ghostly presence here. Let's keep looking about, but do be careful. I think the spirit is starting to become agitated. Several weapons fell off the wall right behind me, and many of the dishes in the reception room hall flew off the tables and landed at my feet. I'm a bit tired at the moment, to be honest. Trying to attune my senses to an unknown specter is really taking its toll. I think I'm gonna have a lie down in the staff barracks for a couple of hours. I suggest you use one of the other beds in there and get a little rest as well when you're satisfied. Oh good, you're awake. You have to come see this. Oh yes, the mannequins seem to have come to life on their own and have come down from the armory and begun to wander around the museum. The patrons have apparently barricaded themselves on the other side. But no, this is actually what I wanted to show you. I can't explain it beyond saying there definitely is something awry here. They are trying to get our attention, but what exactly they're trying to say is beyond me. Perhaps you should look in the Natural Science Museum. Check under the book stacks under the curator's office and look in the wine cellar. I'll check out the Daedric galleries in the Hall of Lost Empires for clues.
I'm right behind you.
If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them coming. Or I might not. We will see.
Still here.
Khajiit guards your back.
Interesting. Well, it's clear that what we're dealing with is the disquieted spirit of Lord Macnarian himself. Though I'm not exactly sure why he would be upset. The hall was always named for him prior to being a museum. That is a distinct possibility. The journal makes mention of a painting of him that was commissioned. Do you recall ever seeing such a painting hanging in the museum? Maybe you should have a look around the museum and see if you can find if it's been stashed away anywhere. I believe that if we could find it and put it prominently on display, it would appease the ghost and he would stop harassing people. Excellent. You did? That's superb. Let's hang it up in the reception hall. Great. Now I think it's best we get some rest. By morning, I suspect that all this unpleasantness will be over. But just to be sure, we should sleep it out here just to make sure that there's nothing else the spirit is looking for. good you're awake. Are you alright, my friend? When I woke up, you were gone from the barracks room and lying unconscious out here on the floor. Well, I should say so, and it's had a good solid hold on you to be sure. I suspect it was no mere nightmare, but Macnarian himself. The feelings and thoughts of the dead often come to the living as very disturbed. We believe it's only because they lack the means to fully make their wills known. Did you discover anything? Ugh, this is terrible. I had heard that Lord Macnarian had met a rather unfortunate end after his wife passed away, but I did not know the circumstances until now. And by the looks of this journal, he was in great grief right before his death, and must have plummeted to his death from the hot springs out back. If you're up to it, I'd suggest looking around for any clues. I seriously doubt that there will be any out there, as it all happened decades ago, but you never know. And our work is obviously not finished with the placing of the painting. Did you find anything? Simply amazing. To think that this small bit of animal parchment has been wedged between two rocks dangling from the cliffs out there all this time, being ravaged by the winds and the rain and the snow year after year, and it still persisted. Perhaps it was the will of Niles Macnarian that preserved it so he might take action on it. Burgess Ulfstead, is it? I do recall an Ulfstead by the name of Morgaine, who is a stonecutter. He lives down by Catless Farm, if I recall. He may know something about this contract. I'd take it to him and see what you can find out about what happened to the statue his great-great-grandfather carved.
Can I help you with something? Contract. What's this? Oh dear, this is my great-great-grandfather's name. He was a sculptor and a stonecutter by trade. Passed down through the family to me as well. So after 3 generations, are you finally here to make good on this and collect the statue? Well, yes. It's been gathering dust in our cellar for ages. None of us had the heart to sell it since great-great-grandfather apparently didn't feel right about selling it because it was half paid for already. Absolutely. I'll get some hands and we'll cart it on up there by tomorrow.
Well, my friend, it seems that did the trick. It hasn't exactly removed the spirit per se, but it certainly has appeased him. I found last night that the spirit of Niles and Aurelia were both wandering the halls of the museum, admiring the displays and taking in the splendor of the building Niles worked so hard on, and they seemed quite content. You may see them from time to time in the late hours of the night, but I wouldn't expect any further problem from him. Not at all. Only doing the good work of Arcay and ensuring that the departed get the rest they deserve, and those left behind in life can manage to sleep as well. I'll be off now. Take care, my friend.
I've got your back.
You're back. Wonderful. I trust things fare well. I found an odd weapon from a Dunmer trader, and it turned out to be something rather impressive. Here, have a look, and place it on display if you like.
I'm right behind you.
Greetings. Ah, splendid. Nice find, my friend. Here's a little something for your efforts. I'll go ahead and display it.
I'm right behind you.
Very simple. You keep doing what you're doing and stop in here from time to time if you find anything interesting. Have a look around and find the spot to display it. In addition to displaying the spoils of your adventures, I will commission and build exhibits based on those exploits. Anything of relevant consequence can be inspiring to the people. Well, here in the Hall of Heroes is where you should place the Daedric Gallery and the Hall of Law. The armories If you bring some samples of flora and fauna, you can...
Ah, yes, indeed. I wanted to discuss a proposal I have for you regarding the museum and your profession as a relic hunter. There have been many people inquiring about potential work here as of late, spurred on by your success, as it were. But I feel that many of them may have potential to assist us in uncovering more... My idea was that we could collaborate. This could take... What do you think? And I would start with... I've also made arrangements for Huron at the mill outside of Solitude to sell you some lumber at a discount. Ah, yes, that was a bit of unsettling business now, wasn't it? I kept being awakened by strange voices in the museum and found that the pages of my books by my bed would be turning on their own, and decided to call the aid of the priests of Arcay. I took refuge at the Blue Palace in the meantime. Thank you for looking into it. Farewell.
And you.
Good day. Greetings.
I'm right behind you.
Khajiit guards your back.
Dragons, fire in the sky.
Is this about the stables? My husband Gaiman handles the business.
We could always use help picking crops if you need a few extra coins.
If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them coming. Or I don't know. We will see.
Out who at work? How much? For that price, sure. 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 Until next.
You're taking us somewhere warm, I trust.